Hello and welcome to another episode of Factorio with me, Skuzz. And today we hopefully will get to launch our first rocket. We are busy collecting all sorts of things and we need to look at increasing our production of various items, particularly the red circuits. Let's go have a look. I know we are upgrading them currently, the whole system to the next tier, blue. That's inserters to the stacks and all the belts to blue. And one of the things it's going to need is a lot of plastic. And we did start a second line of plastic. And we can go have a look at what would be needed to increase that production. Yeah, so at the moment, it's belts seem to be holding up this upgrade process. I know it is splitting from blue to red over here, but that's fine. This volume should increase as soon as it is a full blue belt. Go see if we can prioritize blue here for myself. Okay, let's turn nanobots off. Okay, I'm gonna drop red to 200 and let's see, I want to take 200 of those on board for myself. Those on hand. I wanted level 2s. I'm asking for 200 level 1s. Okay, I'm going to take that down for now because we're not going to be doing much more mining. I don't think. Okay, so that's fine. Then I'll make sure we've got enough space here for these blue. So what's hampering this development? Steel coming in. Yeah, so let's go have a look. I know a lot of it is going to be being used up into green circuits. Yeah, all being prioritized to go up here. All these productions, this will accelerate slowly as all the belts are made. Research queues. I think we were just researching all the bits that we hadn't completed yet. We didn't get to nuclear power and that type of stuff. We certainly will in our next playthrough when we start going to our larger bases. Okay, I've got some so I want to definitely come down here and prioritize this plastics line upgrade here. Okay. See how well this saturates these. Oh, you got one just to grab. Thank you. Look at that, that's definitely better. See how well our system is keeping up with this. It's doing very well. So if we want to increase this, I will have to bring it in on a new line. So what I want to do is, let's get rid of this guy. I'm going to make a copy of that line. And here, what we're going to do is just give it a gap. And take it along like this. Okay, now we just got to figure out just where it's going up here because of all these extras. Ideally I want it in there, but we've got other stuff in the way. It's going to have to come up here. Really don't need it doing that. Okay, so you can go up this way. That. Whoa, whoa, whoa. I need to have you on this bar. I do. Okay, let's put you over there instead. Range of everything. Okay, so this, I'm gonna need to do that. Let's make a skip there. And you are gonna go up instead. Going with the red line. Bring the flow here. Okay, we now are struggling with coal. Might be a few other issues. Yeah, there and there. Okay, so that's blues that we're going to struggle with, and it looks like we could be starting to struggle with the coal on here. Let's go have a look at what's happening there. It's being shared. That's a issue, because look, we even starting to battle. Might not be getting the trains in frequent enough. Seem to be offloading very unevenly. I may have got this wrong. That seems okay. That's loading on the top. So it's 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Getting there. Let's just see. This one is not doing anything anymore. That's still feeding in, but we definitely only have 2 of these going along. And this is, yeah, that pole is actually in the way. Nothing is happening there. That's supposed to come in, make sure that that line is full. This shouldn't be going, this should be full, a full line all the time. Again, it's this balancing. Let's see. Okay, this is adding on the side, which is wrong. That's going to be all over here. Okay, that. Will need to be one further. Help keep it balanced more. That applies everywhere, but I'm not too worried about stone at least. We can fix, I'm just going to that. Yeah, that'll balance that back out, and then yeah. Fix this mess. Okay, this is gonna land up being interesting. Okay, so you're gonna come in and turn there. You guys are gonna come just down. There. And that's something I'm gonna have to make sure I fix in the any blueprints. There, and you're coming like that. Yeah, that'll fix that balance, that's balanced, and of course, I went and cut instead of copy. Yeah, and then while we're here, we need to just fix side. I think this side is then opposite, because that's putting it on top. Okay, so you going that way. Okay, this one's a little bit easier to fix. Okay, that's, we just add a new bit there to there. That one. Okay, so that's, those lines should now stay balanced. Okay, it does already look better. plastic. What's going on? Yeah, what we can also do is prioritize the input from there, and it's just extra to make sure that that stays filled up. Okay, let's have a look now what the issue is. Okay, I'm gonna put a blue balancer over here. Most likely culprit is going to be the lack of oil, of petroleum. Yeah, we are struggling with petroleum. Don't have any. Where are you coming in? You pull. We're not producing enough. Okay, is there any yellow is full? Yeah, so this is not going to produce because my yellow system is full. So what we can do is increase the cracking here. Yeah, not heavy, light, this one. Excess amount of light. Getting, there's the petroleum along the top. Rule, as long as we got more than 20, we break it down. Okay, so it's kicking on and off. Throw this out a little bit. Probably add another half, an extra 50%. Wait. Supposed to have a gap. One gap. Yeah, so that'll give us a bit of a boost to petroleum, as long as we're bringing in enough oils. Range, give it some power. Okay, stuff, so the bots will fix it up. So hopefully that will increase our yields here. Have enough oils, which is okay. I think we need to do some balancing here. Weird, I'm just gonna do that there. Yeah, this will at least force a line balance, or lane balance at least. Take. Give the first plastic demand. I think that's where we need it the most. Okay, this is all pulled in already. Okay. Let's just take a ride back on the red line. Blue line on red. Okay, so here is where we want to put these. Looks like our plastic going up is good. This blue upgrade is done. So next issue looks like it's copper. We're struggling with the copper intake. I don't really want to force a copper upgrade yet, especially while this is still going. But oh, what is happening here? We have a power outage? Don't think so. Doesn't matter, these are not electric. Could have been an empty train coming in up here. Again, we've got this unbalanced stuff here. You see, we completely running dry here. Just double check the balancing here. I think it is out. Oh, this is a long gap for a train. Definitely going to want to add in a new train here. Okay, to do that, what I'm going to do is just make a copy of that program. Those. Make sure we copy the copper. Okay, and the program is copied over. Okay, let's just connect it to the main rail. Go, please. In case we need to do that again, I'm just going to put a signal here. That was a very fast run out. We're getting our copper from here. Some red marks, that's where stuff's been emptied. So we've basically got 3 trains coming into this section. I think it's 3. Yeah. You're empty. Why did you come here? Yeah, that's putting on the inside. So we want to let this run dry, and then I'm going to shift it over. Which and then we need to do the same thing over here. Switch. And switch. And switch. And switch. And we can just keep an eye on this, see how fast this train empties, and make sure this is all good. Pulls the second train. Okay, well that's good. That's 2 trains coming in there. Looks like we might have to do a second train for here as well. Add in, let's go here, full train, copper train. Oh wait, wanted to grab a copy of it. Left, go to the mine, please. Okay, so that is 2 copper. How many of these guys? We do have 2 coming along on this one, but it almost looks like it's not enough. We have capacity for a third one in here. Not wait for them to stop. There's definitely 2 coming in. Oh, here comes the second one. Where do you actually stop? In the middle of there. Okay, so third one's not a good idea. I think this station needs a bit of assistance. I think 200's going to be enough, though. That's why we actually had those all stacked up there. Yeah, this was requesting stuff for us. Do I have a lot? Okay, so let's use this. We're gonna hop on here, hop on board. Fuel. logistics range, please give me some. I can also just take it from there. Okay, so fuel. And we want to go to here. The idea being I want to upgrade that network. I presume that was putting down lights. Oh, somewhere it was. Yeah, well, this will just boost how fast these things are refilled, which is something we do need. Belts. Yeah, that's all the underground's done, all the balances are done. We've picked up a couple of the dead things here. Okay, what we can also do... let's just take a run around the edge as well. So over here, things like that. We don't need... Save us a couple of items. No, we don't need you. That, we don't need any of that. We can get rid of that. No, that's only a couple of extra spots. On the train. Okay, and then let's head back to base. In yeah. Yeah, well, everything else is upgrading. Yeah. So, map, pop out. Let's just pick you up. What I'm gonna do is just connect this in there. That. Yeah, let's have a look at how we're doing. This is looking good. Just gonna go into the map. Okay, this is still all red. Segment yet. Yeah, copper is looking strong, so if all those blues... Okay, so it looks like all the blue upgrades are done. So let's take a stroll this way and just upgrade some of these. Copper next. Let's let it focus on getting the lines upgraded, and then we'll worry about the actual furnaces. While that's busy, let's just go have a look at how well the plastic is coping. Full lines, that's good to see. And how is our rocket fuel doing? Doing well. Doesn't produce a heck of a lot, but we can put speed modules in there. But we need to make sure our production. So red circuits, we should be flying out quite well now. Does seem to be quite a good stream of them coming out. Almost full red line. Okay. Okay, power issues. That will also hamper production. We need to do another expansion of our power plants here, so let's take a copy of that. And let's get it. Nanobots, you will take over, I would imagine. Obviously we do need power, but these should be nicely filled. Yeah. Yeah, that will help with the charging at least of the bots. There's a lot for them to do. We'll just let them do it. Take is okay. Batteries going to be taking in a lot of green circuits. Eating them up though. We should get them upgraded. Back here, but this is all for the mall. We don't particularly need blue belts going into that. That's also going to actually upgrade the factories. Stand in there to get in that way. Copper, are you still battling with copper coming in? The, the difference between we've got red lines coming in and blue lines going out. Yeah, but that should still be all okay. We'll just keep that going. Let's go have a look at our rocket. See what's happening on that front. Oh, green circuits are being eaten up. There's like nothing left. Hey, we do. We have a rocket available. Okay, is it carrying cargo? Yes, but before we do the cargo run, I'm just going to take that out, take the rocket out, the satellite, and what I do want is there's an achievement I haven't got yet, which I don't quite get why not, but where you can actually launch, you have to launch a fish into space. I don't even know if I've got. Should have. Some in storage. Says it's getting. So there we go. Yeah. And let's take a launch. Here we are launching our first rocket into space. There we go, look at that. And it should give us, and there we go. Killed once, yeah, I know. So now we can actually set this to an auto launch. I don't know if I didn't see any achievement pop up yet. But anyway, so now it will send, we auto cargo load, so these things will auto launch. What I want to do is just put that back in there. What? Yeah, so technically that is the end of the game. Once you launch your first rocket, we attain victory. Uh, things get exciting from this point onwards. Because we launched the first rocket without the satellite, we didn't get any science. So what we'll do is we'll hang around for that science pack to see how well it fits into our science area here. Within here, make sure that all works the way it's intended. But from here, you start building out into your mega base style, where you're setting up to produce full lines of science, because in your research you get to this infinite sciences. So there you can just keep researching these things, things like not follow accounts and worker speed, belt speed, minor speed. The main thing is to figure out how far can you push your base into producing the science packs. How fast can you produce those things? And there are some other mods that I haven't used yet or looked at. There's space exploration, which sounds quite interesting. Um, you need to set up a significantly big base to run one of those, as far as I've read. But we will have a look at what we're going to do. One of the things I will do off camera is I will convert all these things into blueprints, create a blueprint book. I do have some in there, and it will just be to flesh it out. So the way we do blueprints. Let's go pick one of these. Let's pick our solar system here. So we will take the blueprints. We will highlight the area we want, and that saves a copy. We can give it description, symbols, and a name. We create it, and we can store it over here. And then that we can use in all our future games. And will definitely, it'll help produce out our next base when we start going really big. We can just plop down these blueprints. There are a couple that we don't have yet, because in this scenario we did not have to deal with the biters. So one of the things we do need to deal with in the next one is making sure we build defense factories for ammo and our lasers, and figure out how we're going to do that. So we can still see Reds are struggling. The way this is dealt with, so we can see we're putting enough things in there is to actually put modules into these. Modules require a lot of circuits, and it's a lot. It's just a sheer amount of import you need to do to maintain these bases. I mean, we're not even at blue belts yet. I mean, I'm not actually bringing in enough trains to keep this full. And one base is not necessarily enough. This patch is quite small. And we will need a few of these to keep, or probably at least two, because you can have multiple trains in. You do need to get these upgraded to make them more efficient, because we can see here we're not filling up. The trains are taking them out faster than they can produce. We need to keep an eye on how we're doing with our space sciences. We don't have them coming in yet. Those are not belted like I've got here. These are using provider and requester chests. Let's see how we're doing on this front. We're at 58%. We are struggling with these guys, and this is just because of red circuits. We're just not getting them. Red circuits are particularly being eaten up by blue circuits, which we need. There's not much I can do. Have we picked up enough stuff yet? No, we need 3 more to produce our larger suit. So our order of play for the next one It's not necessary to prioritize a lot getting these sciences out quickly. We need things like our suit. We need to get these things out quicker, especially for all our military stuff. That would be some of our starting focus, mid-game focus as well, more than the sciences. The sciences, we get them in as needed. Yeah, so one of the things I want to do is upgrade this, but we've got to be very careful here. We are belt braiding, so we need to be careful we don't make a mess of that. So I'm going to create a dedicated planner here. So the first thing we're going to do is we want to take the red undergrounds to blue. Okay, so let's go over all of that. That's finished. And there's some up here. Okay, so once all the blues are done, then I can go yellow to red. Always going to do the one before the other, otherwise, yeah, you can make quite a bit of a mess. Okay, and now we want to take the yellow to red. And there's no real point taking them to blue. And what we can do on that planner is the yellow balances to red as well. This is just upgrading our sciences. These are sitting as yellows. Yeah, that was a speed up some of the stuff there. Yeah. Still going to be waiting a while on this rocket. Okay, we are actually filling up there on red. Okay. It takes a while to produce these things. And we also got a power. Our power is still a problem. Yeah, they are filling out nicely. Hopefully that's enough. I know as you heavily upgrade, the cost efficiency of these things goes up. Where are we? 65%. Suit yet? No. What is the holdup? Yeah, I'm needing level 2s. You see, it's sharing, that's why. We grab directly from there. Can make the next level armor manually. And because I'm creating the armor, I'm going to take these to 0. Come on, 0. And that to 0. Don't need them on me anymore. All of these. I don't need frames. I don't need the engines. don't need the blue circuits. Okay, let's put it on. So we got some increased inventory space, and we've got a major improvement on the grid space. Let's just... Yeah, so we want to be able to run batteries. Those, so we can also now carry these guys. Ah, come on. We don't need shields, but the other thing we would have technically is shields. We going, come on, 75. Okay, so over here, let's get rid of this thing. We don't need to be storing those anymore. Those are feeding direct feeds. This is not direct feeding. Yeah, we gotta... No, that's 3, 3. Okay, okay. What we can do is request a chest. Okay, and I'm gonna put a request a chest there. No, let's do it there. And I'm gonna put a different one there. So that way. So you are requesting any level 1s lying around. Okay, if you find a level 1, bring it, and you're gonna put it in there. You're gonna find any level 2s lying around. It's in there. Tempting to pump out these things. Level 2s. It's not the most efficient build of these, it was just had to have a supply. I definitely probably should build out at least enough to build one of these facilities. Do we still have not enough power? $81. I don't want to miss this thing, this sign, so let's just go here and take the auto launch off. Okay, so one set of this was not enough. So let's copy all of that again. Second batch. That's quite a significant array. Nuclear power is definitely another option. We'll probably do a mixture, solar and nuclear. We're struggling on batteries now. could just be hopefully related to the power issue. Let's just go have a look. We have enough sulfur. Could just be the size of our factory is relatively small. Certainly are producing enough sulfur. Copy some of this. Paste it there. That allocation, that needs to happen over here. All our bots are busy. Come on, we need some of these factories. Thank you. That will double up our battery production. It would help if we are getting resources. I think we weren't even feeding this one properly. Yeah, that's doubled the batteries. That will help. These are the nanobots now from my suit. You can see I'm not carrying enough power to, I should actually have 3 power plants. But that's okay for this run. Here we are going over time, but that's because I want to get this science in. Because this will be our final, I think, our final episode for this particular series. And so just definitely keep an eye out for the next one. It will follow shortly. I will make the blueprint available, or my blueprint book. I'm just going to figure out on what platform I'm going to use. Most likely Google Docs. We'll see. I'll let you know. So here we go. Come on, just a couple more. Reds. Reds. Red circuits. What has actually happened to you? What is so hungry for red circuits? I'm going to change priority here, please. Output priority left, please. I want everything going this way first. Yes, some of the issue looks like copper. We're struggling with copper. Because it's being eaten by the green circuits right now. I think we are good at start with that system. that an upgrade too, I suppose? This will at least speed up what is feeding the green circuits and spare some of these. Sorry. Okay, Reds, I was prioritizing you. Let's just go check how you are doing. Definitely in the next build I want to need to get more lights set up along this thing. Okay, here we go. Okay, we got a satellite in. This will give us the blue sciences. What? Space science. There we go. It gives 1,000. So here we go. They're going to grab them. And they're going to take it all this way and put it into our little boxy here. And now there we go. I think we don't have anything researching that needs a white sciences, space science. That's normally all your infinite stuff. So these things, these two here, all of these end result ones. There we go. Got our space science. This is we're gonna call the official end of this base. It has done its task. So definitely gonna do a review of this. See where before the next one where I can do some improvements on the belt. Particularly the ordering, how many we need. Yeah, so thank you for joining me on this series. Please like and subscribe and you'll get notified of the next series when we get started. You can also follow me on Facebook, Discord and Patreon. You can have a look there in the description for those different areas. You'll get notifications and other content and other areas that you can support. So thanks once again for watching through with me, and I'll see you in the next series. Cheers.